This episode is powered by Safety FM.
The following program is rated MA-LSV. It contains strong language, sexual situations, and violence. It is intended only for mature audiences.
Finally, show with the balls to call it like it is. Rated R Safety Show on Safety FM.
Countdown to audio torture.
The Rated R Safety Show starts in 3, 2, 1.
Let the eardrum pain begin.
Forget the corporate bullshit. This is the Rated R Safety Show with your host, it doesn't matter who the host is.
Well, hello and welcome to the Rated R Safety Show. Today is Wednesday, September the 18th, 2019, day 261. Only 104 days remaining before this bad boy's over with. Anyways, how are you? Especially it being hump day. So, doesn't mean that it's almost over with, but it doesn't mean that it's at the beginning either. So how have you been? Have you enjoyed your week so far? Are you doing important and active stuffs going on out there? I always look at it as it being important. Anywho, how are you? So I have to tell you right off the bat, we do have a rant today, but I am not 100% sure what to do here. So I listened to the rant, and then I listened again, and then I listened a third time, and then I wasn't sure, so I went ahead and took another listen. So I want you to take a listen to the rant, and I will tell you, I decided to put voice protection on this. They didn't request it, but I said, maybe we should go ahead and do this, just in case. Take a listen now.
More sarcasm than a Mortal Kombat beatdown. Rated R Safety Show.
Now, it's your turn too, bitch. I mean, rant on the Rated R Safety Show.
Oh my god. How much did it hurt? Oh, your first time? Oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
It's so scared and it was just shocking.
It was like, oh yeah, I'm not used to it. It was just so weird. I remember just being really sore
afterwards, when it's
such a foreign concept to just throw your head back. Yeah, and not want to protect yourself. It's such an unnatural thing, I felt like at first. I remember the tryouts, we didn't know what we were doing at all, but when I first time I was doing that. You bounce right off of yourself, but those are,
I'm like, oh my god, is this the way my back's always going to be? But then obviously you get used to it, but crazy.
Yeah, people still think it's like a mattress that you're landing on.
Oh, I know. Oh, it's padded. No, it's
under there, yeah.
So as you can tell right off the bat, I am not sure if this rant belongs here. A little bit different than most, but too late now. You'll have to tell me later on what you think. Of course, like I've already told you in the past, you can go to ratedarsafetyshow.com. That's ratedarsafetyshow.com and share your love right there and let me know exactly what you think of the Rated R Safety Show and what some of the rants are, and even giving you the opportunity to do a rant right here. Anyways, like I said, once a week, we'll probably do the rants unless something out of the ordinary occurs, and we might do it more frequent from there, but don't hold your breath. More than likely not going to happen. So let me not hold you too long and get you started with the news.
Safety in a way never heard of before. The Rated R Safety Show on Safety FM. Here is the news on the Rated R Safety Show.
So as you already are aware, Tropical Storm Imelda hit Texas on Tuesday afternoon. The Houston area is expecting up to 1.5 feet of rain from the deluge, and other areas that will get up to about a foot further inland. So as you are aware, a few years back, Houston had some severe storm activity in the area and caused some of the city to flood. Hopefully they'll be able to survive this one as well, or maybe even better. Thoughts and prayers are out there with the our friends out in Houston. So did you hear that the French government is proactively protecting citizens who live near the 19 nuclear power plants, providing them with iodine pills in the event of radioactive events? Beginning in June, 375,000, yeah, that's 1,000, I said, were given prescription for the pills. But the safety radius has doubled since the initial beginning of the nuclear power plants and these pills being handed out, set in 2016. France uses more nuclear power as a percentage than any other country in the world. So, couple things here. Number one, if you were prescribed iodine pills, would you take them? Number two, would you not take them and take the risk of seeing if you might get some kind of freaking superpower? And then do you ever wonder, because of this, is this why France is always pushing about environmental changes? I'm almost thinking about that as practices what you preach there, my friends, there in Francia.
Duh.
Anyways, let's continue down the path. General Motors has pulled healthcare coverage for the 49,000 some odd workers who are on strike. The union is likely to pick up the tab. It's also paying striking workers $250 a week while on strike. Well, shit, this answered my question from yesterday because we were talking about why was it that they were on strike? Because we couldn't figure it out, remember? There was something that was off kilter. I said that, you said that, we thought it, we discussed it, we had fun with it, and we couldn't make up our mind on what the hell was going on. Well, maybe that gives us a little bit more of an answer. What do you think? Come on, you didn't tell me what you thought. You just sat there and were waiting for me to say the next thing. Well, how much fun is that? I want you to talk to your podcasting system, your radio station, whatever the hell you're listening to me on. So if you're in school, you might like this one. New York City has authorized students to skip class to protest global warming on Friday. In conjunction with rallies organized by Fridays for Future, the walkout coincides with September 23rd UN Climate Summit. That means that 1.1 million students won't get in trouble for playing hooky. Well. Hopefully they will actually take the opportunity of going to play hooky for climate change and not do it to go screw around. I know that, I would look at it when I was a kid and probably do the screwing around process. But, the millennials are so far advanced from where some of us were at the time when we were much younger. At least that's my opinion. Don't take it personal, my friends. And you have to look at it as hopefully they'll be able to advance where we're going with some of the issues that we're dealing with global climate. What do you think? Did you hear about this one? Northwestern Mutual reports that the average millennial carries $27,900 in debt across credit card bills and student loans. Oh, yeah, you heard me correctly there. Gen Zers, who are 22 years old and under, carry on average about $14,700. Also in the report, this is where it gets interesting. They're guilty, or they feel guilty about the debt. 45% of millennials feel guilty once a month, and 43% of the Gen Zers said the same. 20% say that their debt load has made them physically ill at some point. Of course, I read online all the time to be able to come up with some of these glorious news stories about different things in the news, but something that I see meme-wise right around all the time, it says that current slavery is not people that are slaves, but that slavery now is related to people that are in debt. And if you think about it, well, shit, they're not that far off.
Duh.
How many people work just to pay credit card debt? Now, I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer here, but think about those things, my friend. Let's continue. Washington Free Beacon reports that the anti-Semitic harassment on college campuses spiked 70% over the last year. A campus organization that monitors such incidents took reports from 400 campuses and attributes the increase to people receiving hate speech and violence for their support of Israel. Well, what do you think? How do you feel about that? How does that make you feel as you sit there and take a listen to it? Do you think that there's something that you can do to help against these anti-Semitic rants that are taking place? The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission determined that Walmart likely paid female workers less and denied them promotions in favor for male counterparts. This is according to a report from Reuters. Walmart says that the determination is vague and non-specific, but would engage in a conciliatory process with those who filed the complaints. So, what do you think? I don't know. I don't know much about Walmart besides that they're actually a giant place and they don't sell shit for your walls. That's an old episode of something else. But yeah, I look at it and I go, what do you think about Walmart? Do you think that there is some truth? Because here's the problem. Now this crap is out there as a news story. Who knows if it's true or false? But people's perception starts changing about it. You know, I'll go to Walmart from time to time. I'm more of a Target kind of guy. Really, I'm an Amazon person, but who wants to hear that shit? Where do you shop? How do you think about these things? Well, I know I talk about social media quite a bit, so let's continue with my social media rant. Here we go. Facebook hopes to institute a Supreme Court that advocates for users' rights to share content, even if other Facebook staff censors it. The body will process appeals from those who post and have been removed, whether manually or by an algorithm. It will even have the power to overrule, are you ready? Its ruling and master, Mark Zuckerberg. Members will serve a 3-year term. The initial court will have 11 members, but Facebook hopes that it will grow to 40 by the end of the year. This is according to a report from The Verge. So think about that. They are becoming their own little network of crap. I mean, they're coming up with a Supreme Court. I'm wondering if they're going to come up with a Supreme Beam. I better be careful on what I say. I don't want to get kicked off of Facebook, as you are aware. I post some of my stuff on there where you can actually take a listen to this lovely little show. Let's continue. Fast casual man-stain Chipotle is adding carne asada as a meat option. A bold move for a restaurant known for its simple menu. The first steaming heaps of meat will be served on Thursday. So if you're not ready, go tomorrow to have it. The last protein to be added was chorizo, and that was September of last year. So you have a chance to go out there and try a new protein if you want to do so. If not, skip it. It's not that big of a deal. Carne asada is carne asada, unless you just love Chipotle. Well, I can tell you where we're at now, but I'm sure you could already guess it by now. This is the days of the year that we can celebrate. So here we go. Chiropractic Founders Day. First Love Day. Hug a Greeting Card Writer Day. International Rita ebook Day. National HIV, AIDS, and Aging Awareness Day. National Cheeseburger Day. Might be partaking in that one. National Respect Day. National Backpack Awareness Day. Rice Krispie Treats Day. World Bamboo Day. World Water Monitoring Day. That's a lot of days. Man, I don't know. Do a lot of people celebrate these things? I look at it and I go, I barely even know about one day you can celebrate that's not a national holiday. Anyways, like I've been telling you this week, if you get an opportunity, please share our podcast, share the love, or enjoy us on the radio station if you're already listening to us there at safetyfm.live or safetyfm.com. But please like us, write a little note there on any podcatcher that you're using. Tell us what you like to hear, what you like to change, or give us a thumbs up. Follow us, subscribe. That way when you get every new freaking episode that comes out Monday through Friday at noon Eastern time. You've been listening to the Rated R Safety Show. I know who you are. You know who I am. Love you. Mean it. Bye.
Duh. This episode has been powered by Safety FM.
The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those of the host and its guest and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the company. Examples of analysis discussed within this podcast are only examples. They should not be utilized in the real world as the only solution available, as they are based only on very limited and dated open source information. Assumptions made within this analysis are not reflective of the position of the company. No part of this podcast may be reproduced, stored in a retrieval system, or transmitted in any form or by any means, mechanical, electronic, recording, or otherwise, without prior written permission of the creator of the podcast, Jay Allen.